So, check it out. In this interview, right before he kicked the bucket, Stephen Sondheim said something like, "Man, if I was starting my musical journey today, I probably wouldn't make the cut. I'd likely be crunching numbers as a mathematician." Now, why would he say this? Because the Broadway scene these days is crazy expensive, and producers stick to safe bets. Either recycling stuff from movies or TV, or digging into musicians' libraries for inspirations, like big billboard hits. In that same interview, Sondheim reminisced about the good old days in the 50s and 60s when Broadway had like 200 musical openings a year. Composers could drop 2 shows annually. Fast forward to now, and big shot composers like him struggle to get 1 show every 10 years. In 2022, there were just 35 major musical openings on Broadway, mostly rehashes or old hits. Now let's talk about Hadestown. I know I'm kinda late to the party, but this show is something else. It's got killer music, an original take on the Orpheus myth, and a timeless story. But the real kicker, it ain't stuck in one place. Most musicals today are like statues. Once they hit Broadway, every other production has to copy the original down to the hand moves. I've been there. I have the inside knowledge. I've done a Disney musical. It's all about copying. Hadestown, however, flips the script. It's like a chameleon in every version. Roles switch up. Hermes could be a baritone in one performance, a tenor in the next, and then even a woman in the next production. For a while, they even had a dude playing one of the muses for a bit. The music is just that flexible, you know? It's the kind of show that keeps evolving. This reminds me of the good old days. Shows like Gypsy, Chicago, and Cabaret were different every time they hit the stage. Even Fiddler on the Roof had different vibes in its first decade. The first production starred Zero Mostel, who played the role of Tevye as a kind of robust and rich creature. Then came Topol, who drew back a little bit and became more wry, and it changed the whole flavor of the show. Each one of them was night and day, but both nailed it. Then, somewhere in the 80s, it all changed. Money started rolling in with shows like Les Miserables. It's a great show, no doubt. But for like 20 years, every production has been a copy-paste of the original Broadway debut. Now, Les Miserables is kind of stuck and needs a facelift to stay relevant. Those mega shows turned into products, not art. And the audience expects it to be just like when Colm Wilkinson performed as Valjean in 1985. But Hadestown? No. It's alive and kicking in every new production. It's a true masterpiece, a freaking anomaly. I hope Sondheim's wrong about musical theater losing its mojo. Still, when you look around Broadway, it's like we might never see another Sondheim. Or even another Weber. Or for that matter, even another Schwartz. But Hadestown gives me a glimmer of hope. Maybe, just maybe, there's still some magic left out there in the musical theater world.